All right, welcome back to part 3 and answering what is the hypotenuse of the base of a triangular prism. Say that 5 times fast, would you? All right, so we're going to continue in this part 3 video and going over and understanding the knowledge, skills, and abilities that you need to have in order to answer this particular type of question. So continuing the review, we're going to substitute the values into the formula. So I'm going to show you here. This here is Pythagorean's theorem's formula. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay. And if you're unfamiliar with how to use this particular formula, please check out my videos. I've made a bunch of videos on how to use this formula. And so again, I'll go over it pretty quickly today in review. But essentially, when you label your legs and or the hypotenuse, you're going to substitute those values into the formula. Okay? So as you can see right here, we have A labeled 4 meters, right? And I got that value 4 meters from the very first video where we have 4, 3, and then the height was labeled 8 meters, right? 8 meters, 3 meters, 4 meters. So I labeled this leg of the base of that triangular prism, which I'm trying to show you in the ... continuation of this triangle. This is the base, and the leg here was 4 meters. I labeled that A. Now again, I could have labeled that B, which would automatically make 3 meters my A. But just to keep things simple, I labeled this one A, which automatically makes the 3 meters my B. So once I label, and again, always, your hypotenuse opposite that right angle is your C. And these values correlate with your formula here, Pythagorean theorem. I probably pronounced that wrong. My tongue gets in the way sometimes. All right, so now we're going to substitute the values into the formula and then simplify. So if A is 4, I'm going to substitute 4 for A. So 4 squared plus B is 3. So I'll substitute 3 and I'll square it. I don't know what my C is. That's what we're trying to find and solve, right? And so this was supposed to be an X, right? We're trying to find the X, which is represented here by C or C squared. So we're going to solve for C and get C all by itself. That's the goal. Get C all alone. So again, if I'm going too fast, please stop, pause, rewind. Sometimes it helps to watch these videos over and over and over and over and over and over again, and sometimes they'll click. All right, but hopefully I'm explaining this in a simplistic way to make things very easy for you to understand. So again, A is worth 4, B is worth 3, C, we don't know. We're going to solve for C value, our hypotenuse. So I'm going to substitute 4 for A, so 4 squared, plus B, I'm going to substitute B, so 3 squared, equals C squared. I don't know what that value is yet. I don't know what C is, right? And remember, when you see A, B, C, X, Y, Z, T, whatever the variable might be, it's a symbol representing a real number. We just don't know what that is yet, right? But we will shortly. So let's just get started. Let's follow PEMDAS, right? And I want you to understand 4 squared means 4 times 4. Plus 3 squared is 3 times 3. We're going to go through this very slowly. A little bit at a time, I know 4 times 4 is 16. Plus 3 times 3 is 9. Equals C squared. Okay, so this is video number 3, and right now we're using Pythagorean's theorem. We're substituting values, and now we're simplifying to get C all by itself. So let's go ahead and take a look, and we'll continue on here with this next portion. We have, oh, geez, that was a pretty sloppy change. We have 16 plus 9 equals C squared is where we left off. Let's continue to simplify. 16 plus 9 is 25. But again, I want to remind you that our goal here is to get C all by itself, right? And then C is attached with that power of 2. So we want to get C all by itself, like you see it here, right? So we need to eliminate that exponential power of 2. We got to get rid of that exponential power of 2. So we want to get C all alone. That's the goal in solving this particular problem. So again, 16 plus 9 is 25, right? 16 plus 9 is 25 equals C squared. So I want to get C by itself. It's attached to that power of 2. So how do I get rid of that power of 2? Well, you use the inverse or the opposite operation of a power of 2. The inverse operation to a power of 2 is square root. So we're going to, final step is to square root both sides of the equal sign. We're going to square root both sides of the equal sign, so it's going to look just like this. Square root of 25 equals the square root of C squared. All right, so this concludes part 3 video. I'm going to finish answering this question in the next 4th video. Thank you for joining me. Stick with me. Watch all of these particular videos to answer this question. Videos 1 through 4. And try to remember, hey, math is easy. Take it step by step.